Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings III. So, sorry there was no game audio last part. That is a result of me updating the drivers for my headphones, which basically results in them getting effectively, as far as my OS is concerned, unplugged and then plugged back in. And the result being that my recording software, as far as it was concerned, lost track of the my headphones, which is what I had set as my audio output device. Granted, there still should have been game audio, because my recording software should have defaulted to the default audio device, which, after updating the drivers, as far as Windows was concerned, would have been my headphones again. But for some reason that apparently didn't quite work, so that's a thing. Also, it was, in a sense, sort of brought to my attention that the way you see the title history is right here. So, for the Chiefdom of Orel, which is what we've been fighting over half a dozen times, it feels like. Is it the Chiefdom? Yes. Yes, okay. Just double checking. Let's see. So you inherited this January 1st, 850. This guy conquered the title April 24th, 872. And then the Jarl of Västergotland conquered it on January 24th, 873. And that is the guy that we're now needing to fight to take this for, I think, our brother. No. Well, yes. Technically our brother, but a different brother than the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of our brother that's in the Isles, but no, it's actually our brother over there in Sajaland. Let me go ahead and get my timer started now. So, in this part we're going to be focused on getting this war done. Beyond that, I'm not quite sure what our plan's going to be. For now, we're going to go ahead and quickly siege Suffolk. And then we'll head on over there to take Orel. Is this our neighbor? You have won your war against the Earldom of Cheshire. Somebody was trying to conquer Cheshire from you. Who the hell are you? A random dude up in Scandinavia. Specifically Norway, I think that would have been. Yeah, that looks like that would be Norway. Yeah, no. Oh, I can rightfully imprison you. For what? Oh, because you're a fornicator. Is there a reason you're in my realm? So it will not succeed anyway. Because reason. Personality, she's a fearless blackguard. Or does it issue our personality? Which is just us, because yeah, there's, okay. She has 7 intrigue, which is technically worse than ours, and yet we get a minus to that. You know what? That's fine. You can stay. You're literally worthless to get rid of. Like literally, it's more work to get rid of you than it is to just leave you be. It's this. In our latest correspondence, my vassal Orvar made a mention in passing about a book he recently read, as if the subject would interest me. These letters are supposed to be strictly diplomatic in their nature, but of course they sometimes dip into more personal topics. You know what, Orvar? I'll be nice to you. I'll humor you. For now. You better not be trying to get me into some cult or anything, because in that case I will deal with you in a less than favorable for you way. I am actually going to go ahead and move my Marshal to work in Lincolnshire, because that is our territory, so it's much more important to me. The latest letter from my vassal Earl Orvar included a whole passage about scholarship. I had no idea he was this interested in such things. It might have started off as me just indulging him, but I might be in too deep to back out now. I'm interested, I suppose. So, what about letters, huh? Ah, shit, what's this? In recent correspondence, my vassal Earl Orvar has shown a shameful lack of understanding of scholarship, and even if I know that he is spouting nonsense, then it is bad. And if even I know that he is spouting nonsense, then it is bad. Really? Oh yes, he has two learning, which I assume is what they're talking about when they're referring to scholarship. But it's possible they're referring to diplomacy as well, I'm not quite sure. So I'll gain some prestige, which is nice. And he'll gain some opinion of me. So, sure, you know what? That's fine. Oh my god, this is actually going to take forever, isn't it? This is why I need to get onagers. But I can't get onagers, because we don't have the tech for it. And we won't get the tech for it for 72 years at the current rate. And in, what is that, 27 years? The Earl Medieval tier of stuff will be unlocked. And that'll be a while for us to get into. I won't be able to start researching that for quite a while. Oh, what's this? Are you bringing a fleet to attack me, or are you sailing back home? If you're sailing back home, it's fine. But if you're going to come and attack me, that's fine with me as well. You're not worth keeping around. Can I ransom you for money? No. You're really not worth keeping around. If I execute you, I gain dread and some piety, which piety is potentially useful, because it makes my clergy happier. It will upset any member of your family, but I'm not inclined to give a crap about what your family thinks, because... yeah. Torturing spends piety. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna execute you because you ain't worth it. Off with the head. It's not like you need it anyway. And off we go to Orel, and we're gonna spend the money, which, you know what, 9 gold's fine, I can live with that. We're not gonna die. And our faith increases to faithful. And I believe devoted servant... no. Devoted servant is the 3rd tier. Religious icon is the highest. Okay. Okay, we'll just leave all that be. I know I'm above my domain limit game. Yeah, we have like no freaking supply, which I'm not surprised by. Realistically, I should probably hang out in friendly territory, but I don't think there's any combat we're going to engage in, because I think they literally went home. No, they went to go and siege Jayland. Huh. You know, that could be bad, actually, but there's no way I'm going to get there in time to stop them. So we're just going to try and siege Orel if we can. And my nephew's been taken prisoner. It's fine, they didn't capture the Jarl, so it's fine, they can't enforce peace. Ooh, he's one-legged. I don't know what happened to him, but I'm assuming he probably was in combat and things didn't quite go as planned. I can get an alliance with Lothian. And Annandale. Why? Oh. Oh, because those are the Isles people. Sure. You know, more allies is never a bad thing. They may not be particularly useful, for being honest, but that's fine. Durham is bringing some troops again to do something. Probably fail miserably at whatever it is they're attempting to accomplish. Because that's the way it sort of seems to go with them. Oh, please tell me you're not thinking of going over to... Okay, you're not good. My wife has managed to increase our prestige a little bit, which is always good. Oh god, you are actually going over there. You are a moron. Okay, we've sieged that. Let's go ahead and head home. At least for a little bit, so we can get some supply back. And then I guess we're sailing off to Sajalin to help our brother, who's failing miserably at a war. Granted, he's not fighting the person he originally intended to fight. He just got really unlucky. Oh, what's this? My vassal, Earl Folke, has arrived at court with a bandaged arm and fear in his eyes. He tells me that my son and heir, Siegfried, has been challenging people to duels all over Jewbury. Please forgive me, my lord, but this has to stop. Siegfried turned up at my doorstep and challenged me. I had no choice but to accept. This is not the first time either. I am but the last in a long line of victims. Let's see. So this improves his opinion of me. I lose some prestige, and Siegfried gets a little upset with me. Is Siegfried the one I'm trying to get rid of? Yeah, Siegfried's the one I'm trying to get rid of. I'm trying to replace him with Goodfried. Yeah, Goodfried's better. In my opinion. I mean, not necessarily as a fighter, but I think he is the better leader. Mostly just because he has a bit extra stewardship, which gets us up to being able to have a total of 4 domains under our direct control. I could go and fight Siegfried, which is probably not a good idea. Mostly because we're fairly close in prowess, and I could see that going very poorly for us. If I win, though, I gain prestige. Siegfried will no longer duel, and Siegfried might get wounded. Oh, I thought Siegfried was the one who was beat up. Or did he finally get healed? I guess he finally got healed. Damn, that sucks. Also, can I just not do it yet? Yeah, I think I just can't do it yet. Setting their education focus. But I can never really tell, because, honestly, I'm so used to the way CK2 laid shit out, so it's much easier. I could make Siegfried a Blade Master. So he moves up a tier. And you can see, yeah, you know what? Siegfried, I'm gonna duel you. And I won! Wonderful! Did Siegfried get wounded? He didn't. Damn. You know, normally you don't hope that your children get wounded, but in this case, I was really hoping Siegfried would get wounded. Earl John sucks. But I'm not gonna move my steward off of that, because I don't think I have anybody else who's a particularly good steward. So Earl John, I think, sucks at everything. Well, he's not particularly bad at Marshal, but I already have a better Marshal, and my current Marshal isn't going to go and do anything else because he's not better at anything else. I could move down a tier and just say screw it. I don't care about you being a powerful vassal and being upset about not being on the council. Yeah, we're gonna put the scarred, one-legged, 40-year-old, lowborn, who's lustful, ambitious, paranoid. I don't know if I want to put an ambitious guy in charge of anything on the council, if I'm being honest. Goodfried, show us what you're made of. Oh, are you gonna come back? I think he might be coming back. Yeah, I think he's coming back. Change of plans. I need you to just set up shop in Lancaster while we wait. Yeah, go for strict organization. I really want to get Lincoln solidified faster if we can. And he's going back to try and siege Orel. Oh, I gotta deal with some damn raiders right now. I don't want to have to deal with them, game. I'm gonna go ahead and disembark at Ardea. Jeez, that would have been expensive. Relatively speaking, at least. Almost 23 gold. Does that expire? If the game will tell me. In a month. Okay, time to go beat the shit out of you. I know my supplies are running low and you're defending in wetlands, but I should still be fine. And hey, if Siegfried just so happens to die, I won't complain. I assume Siegfried's somewhere in here. There we go, wonderful. Details, champions, what happened, events. Earl John ripped somebody's head off, I think again. Or maybe not, I don't know. People have been ripping people's heads off constantly, so it's a little hard to tell. Mayor, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, rampaged through enemy soldiers and became a berserker, and Earl Folke was wounded. Honestly, Folke, you're not particularly good. I'm a little surprised that you're a champion. Is there literally nobody better than you? No, there are a number of people who are better than you, just for some reason they're not taking your place right now. Earl Vaughan of Norfolk is a much better option. Durham is a much better option as well. I don't know why he's not currently a champion of mine. I suppose it's because he's probably leading his own armies and the game just doesn't allow you to be leading your own armies while being somebody else's champion as well. And I assume he's probably running a pretty good distance. But we're gonna tail them. Holy shit, you are running far. Oh my god, seriously, are you running all the way up there? God damn. Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna go to my own territory then, I guess. Ragnar's about to leave. That's fine. I'm not doing anything with you, Ragnar, so you go ahead, have fun. Really? You guys don't want to make peace yet? Oh, I'm not allowed to offer. That's probably the issue. Oh my god, really? Yard? That's fine. Okay, we're at 100%, guys. You can make the peace now. I know it's going to take you a little bit, because the game's a little slow. Well, rather the AI is a little slow at realizing that they're at 100% war score, and there we go. So, we won the war led by Jarl Sigurdur Snake in the Eye of Sajaland against Jarl Raren Harns... whatever. Of Vastergotland. Gained 75 fame. I gained 61 because I had 81% of the war contributions, and I wasn't even wanting to fight in the damn war in the first place. And Sajaland gets happier. At least a little bit. Yes. Interesting that they go up 82 opinion of me for 81% contribution. I'm assuming I probably had like 81.5, and the opinion one is set to round up, while the war contribution percentage is set to round down, or something like that. Please, Debs, be consistent. Either way, you guys are going back home. My nephew's been released. Wonderful. We're doing fine. Oh, faction created against me. Liberty faction. Well, screw you, Earl John. I understand you're upset that you lost your job, but that's a terrible reason to choose to join a faction against me. I'm not giving you any money. 250 gold is a hell of a lot of money. I can beat you when the time comes and you're losing your land. And you only have yourself to blame for that. I know he's a competent diplomat game, but he's not that great, if we're being honest. Also, is there a reason their child is here in my court as a 10-year-old with... Her parents are way over here? Her sister is over in Yalland. Her other sister is over in Westmoreland. And the other sister is up in Durham. That makes literally no sense, game. None whatsoever. Why is the family so spread out there? Ah, whatever. We've got the damn Anglo-Saxon Catholic populists going on. Though they share common origins with the other Anglo-Saxons, the clans living in northern Britain's lowlands have adapted to life in the rugged terrain. Diverging culturally and linguistically from their former countrymen, these Scots have enthusiastically embraced their new cultural identity. So, I assume that means you guys are turning Scot, or something. Somebody's turning Scot, at least. Is that me, though? No, it can't be me. No immediate effects. I don't know exactly what that changes, because everybody is still... You're Gaelic. You're still Norse. Unless it's only certain... No, everybody there looks to be Gaelic, I think, still. Yeah, I assume ever so slowly people will start changing to Scottish. Well, Scot. Actually, I don't know if the game labels it as Scottish or Scot. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so we help Sajaland win their war against Vastergotland. How's the rest of the world looking out of curiosity? You are doing relatively okay, but not the greatest. Which, I mean, was not a shock to anybody. Yeah, I tried playing as this guy over here in Gurgun. It did not go well. Oh, what is this? Seriously? Oh my god. My dear brother, I call on you to honor our alliance and join me in the war, or in the holy war for the Chiefdom of Orel, which technically it's defensive. Yeah, we're joining as a defender against Gwynedd and Deheubarth, which is led by a drunkard, because, you know, of course they are. It'll just be me and my brother, Sajayland, versus these guys. I think we are annoyingly evenly matched, roughly. But it is prestige. Sweet, sweet prestige. And we need prestige, so we can get up to illustrious, so we can start declaring war for entire duchies, which will make our job a hell of a lot easier, rather than declaring war for counties. So I accept. My army is nowhere near recovered. But I can't really do anything about it right now. Let's see. So they have a total of 2,934 soldiers compared to our 3,810, though technically we could have upwards of almost 8,000, which I assume is mostly from me. Yes. Our total soldiers is up around 6,000 some odd. Wonderful. A couple of our buddies are joining in, so Durham and Visby are joining in. I don't know where the hell Visby is. I assume Visby's probably... oh, Scotland. Okay. I'm just gonna continue to wait. Okay, they're gonna make the first move. That's fine with me. Ooh, they are actually sending some stuff out. Durham, do you mind helping? Oh no, I'm crushing you. I am so crushing you. Orel has officially joined as well. God damn it, another one. This time from Upland. Against Wessex. No. I'm sorry. My other brother, who's in charge of Upland, I can't help you right now. I am far too busy. Oh, our battle there ended because I was too busy paying attention to other crap. So what happened here? Ripped the head off of another general, slew another general while he was retreating, killed another one, ripped the head off another one. Okay, you're a son. I couldn't quite tell, if I'm being honest. And then we captured two other guys. You're actually fairly decent, so I shall negotiate your release, demanding your conversion and that you join me. Because another 18 prowess guy is quite nice. You're actually fairly decent at martial as well, but I don't need another martial. I'm not going to make a lustful guy my spy master. That just sounds like a terrible idea. And I can't make you my court chaplain because you are not a woman. Because I'm pretty sure a court chaplain can only be a woman. Well, I can't change it right now to double check that. But I'm like 99% certain that is the case. Oh, you've grown up and you're ill. You've also grown up and you're not that great either. Could execute you. Wow. I'm gonna gain prestige. Probably because you're Catholic. And that's why. Sure. She's not that great, so burn her at the stake. I'll take the prestige, thank you. Same with you. Oh, I'm not going to gain prestige for you, nor am I going to lose stress for killing you. Not sure why. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's piety. Thank you very much. Neither of you are particularly useful, so I don't care. You I could execute. Nobody will complain. So I'm going to burn you at the stake too, because you know what? Our prison's getting a little crowded with 3 people. Yeah, no. 3's not really that many people. Doesn't matter. It's still getting crowded with 3 people. We're almost done promoting our culture in Jorvik. But the converting faith is still going to take an age and a half. They are sending an army, probably they're going to Orel, probably. Oh, you know what, I don't care. Orel's not my territory, I can go re-siege that later. Sajaland, are you actually going to send the army over here to help? Or are you just going to sort of stand over there twiddling your thumb? Great work. Time for you to promote culture elsewhere. Go and start doing it in Pockington. And in theory, doing this helped cut down time, maybe. It doesn't help that our cultural head is absolutely terrible. Do I have more than 13? I think I have more than 13 counties. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, not quite. If my math's correct, I have 11. Actually, I think I might have skipped over Jerby. So 12. We're close. We need at least 14, then we need to convert them all to Norse. Oh, if you're gonna split your army up, you know what? I'm gonna kill it. Screw it. There's our timer. We're gonna go in and fight this battle, and then we'll end the part. And then we'll finish the war next time. I got time. I can wait. That's going to be evenly matched as far as the game is concerned, so we'll wait the month. And maybe, just maybe, nope, Sajalan's still not going to send their damn army over here. And defending in wetlands again, that doesn't matter. I really should probably actually start recruiting some men at war, or whatever they're called. Yeah, men at arms. I don't know why the hell I was thinking men at war. Okay, we captured another guy. He's not great. Burn him at the stake. We got brought up to illustrious, which is always great news. Also, details, champions, events. Ripped the head off of a 17-year-old. Ripped the head off of a 40-year-old who actually had some half-decent martial. Ripped the head off of a 33-year-old who had no business being in the military. 26-year-old who also had no business being in the military. So that one was just a kill, traditionally. I ripped the head off of a 32-year-old who also should not have been in the military whatsoever, although they are pretty decent as a diplomat. But apparently they couldn't sweet-talk their way out of being recruited for the military. One of our guys got maimed. Please tell me I'm not actually leading an army game. I'm not, right? You don't have me leading anything, do you? Just, double check. Well, I don't see myself listed over here, so I can't quite tell if I'm actually leading anything. I kinda hope I'm not. Apparently I am. Yeah, no, game, I'm... Nope. Not happening. You hate me. And you're one-eyed. I don't know why you hate me. Oh, 'cause you're Catholic. I'll give it a shot. Oh yes, one of my acquaintances was captured. I wouldn't really consider the Jarl of... Oh, you fool. That's fine. It's fine. Didn't need to do it anyway. Okay. Well, that's going to be it for this part. Next part, we will continue this defending against this holy war that has been declared on Sajaland. We're fighting it single-handedly because Sajaland apparently refuses to bring their military out from the Sound over there, so we're needing to deal with it ourselves, as per usual. Oh, I can lawfully imprison somebody. I have a chance to succeed, because he's a fornicator. This is why you don't get caught, people. You know, that's the big thing. You avoid getting caught. Karen actually has some pretty decent diplomacy, but I don't think women can hold any position other than the court chaplain. So, sorry Karen, you have some really nice diplomacy skill at 17. That is really good. But I can't give you any position even if I recruit you. So you're not really worth taking on. And the 11-year-old who got left behind by their parents and siblings is still sitting around. Okay, well, let's go ahead and save. Like I said, that'll be it for this part. Quick reminder, I do a Patreon. You can find a link to that down in the description below if you wish to join it. That is the easiest and best way to help support the channel if you enjoy the content. Down there you will also find a link to my Discord. That is my go-to place for making posting channel updates. So if I won't be able to record for a week or whatever, that is my go-to place to post. So if you want to be able to at least be informed about that situation should it arise, I highly recommend you join my Patreon, or excuse me, join my Discord rather for that, just so you can be kept up to date on that type of stuff. Down in the description you will also find some affiliate links for picking up Crusader Kings III if you wish to go ahead and do so. I believe down there I have Green Man Gaming, Humble Store, and the Paradox Store. They're all perfectly fine. As I mentioned before, I've had issues with the Paradox Store, but I think that's just because their payment processor, the way they do their verification for credit cards, doesn't quite work for me. Because it just has an issue with my bank, I think. Presumably my bank is probably blocking the transaction they try to do to verify. And as a result, I'm never able to complete that. So I've only ever been able to successfully buy from the Paradox Store once in the past, and that was a number of years ago. I've never been able to do it since. But yes, so that'll be it for this part. I will see you all next time where, like I said, we'll finish up this war, and maybe we will be able to go ahead and finally try and declare war on Mercia, or however the hell it's pronounced, to take over a duchy, because they have land we want. All of them do down there. Well, not all of them. Well, yeah. Gwynedd actually does have land that we want. It's just Gwynedd has a single county that we want. Mercia and Wessex have a couple of duchies that we want. In fact, we need all of Mercia, or Mercia, whatever. Wessex, we only need like 2 duchies off of them, and then not 2 duchies, like 2 counties, one of which, so a duchy off of them, and then we can go ahead and restore the Danelaw, and then probably finish uniting the British Isles potentially, and then that'll probably be the end of the series, I think. This is probably going to be actually a fairly short series, all things considered, but we'll see. It obviously all depends on how things play out. I know this is probably going to result in bad things happening next part if I say it. But we've been off to a fairly decent start, actually. I've had much worse starts when I was trying to test this series. But this one is actually pretty decent. So I think we actually have a half-decent shot at this. You know, I didn't notice this before. Apparently, Västergötland is joined in this war. Now, I don't know if it's because it's a holy war and they're part of our faith, so they were allowed to join, offered to join as a defender. Or if they actually have an alliance. No, they actually do have an alliance with Sageland, and yet they still fought a war against Sageland. Oh my god, this is a mess. Either way, that'll be it for this part. I will see you all next time, but until then, a goodbye and farewell.